John Doonan. We are here, the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, one of the true hallmarks of the annual IMSA calendar. And we're here because of a dear friend, Jim Michaelian, who we just lost. Huge advocate for IMSA, lover of sports car racing, driver, competitor in the Rolex 24 and so many others. Had tribute stickers made for him this week, and I just wanted to get your thoughts about what Jim meant to IMSA, Long Beach, and all of us.
It'll clearly be a bittersweet weekend here. Of course, the bitter part is Jim's not here on his scooter, visiting us, setting up television interviews for us to tell the story here in the Long Beach and LA market. I think the sweet part, if there is a sweet part, is obviously this community rallies around families and those in need, and I can tell you from the IMSA family and everybody in the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, there has been a steady flow of prayers for the Michaelian family, thinking of Jim, in my case personally thinking of Bobby, his son, who I met in my Mazda days when he was running MX-5s and Spec Miatas. And you know, you mentioned Jim as a racer. Let's start with this event though. There's a good chance this event doesn't continue to be here without Jim. His advocacy, his work with the community, his ability to continue to put on this event in some of the most challenging situations, environments, economics, you name it. He persevered. Now, sports car racing was a passion of Jim, so there's a likelihood that Jim is the real catalyst for IMSA being here in the first place. Obviously IMSA raced here many years ago, but I think the modern era, call it 20 years ago, Jim really kicked it back into gear. And so, you know, this weekend we're gonna celebrate Jim with these decals on the cars. And also, I think for me, Jim, as a promoter, was very strong in what he felt was going to be the best for the fans here at Long Beach. And you saw him here all the time, but he would show up at many other events, gathering best practices, spreading the word about the way they do things in Long Beach, such that other promoters could learn from Jim. And he also showed up in another way, with a driver's suit, with a helmet, and competed in the Rolex 24 many times. And for me, competed against him, but he brought a breath of fresh air, a rawness about being a racer. And that's what I'll remember most about Jim. But I can promise you, everybody in the IMSA paddock this weekend will be racing for and with Jim Michaelian in mind.
Thanks for everything, Jim. We truly would not be here without you. Watch us this season on NBC and Peacock. Be sure to subscribe to IMSA on YouTube, and if you're interested in digital activation in motorsports, visit IMSA.com/partnership.